All right, I think we are up and running. Hey everyone. Let me see. Yep, looks like we are all set, up and good. How's everyone doing today? It is just me today. I didn't really have too many plans to include everyone else for tonight, just for this morning, just because felt like it's been a while since I've done a stream on my own. It's been a hot minute since I've done a solo stream. So I was like, you know what? We'll go for a solo stream, see how it goes. Let me just quickly. Excuse me while I make a quick post on the YouTube posts. There we go. Cool. How's everyone doing? Well, hello there. Hi. Hey, Lieutenant 22. Hey, Dylan Wise. Hey, Silver Shard. Hello. How is everyone doing today? It is currently not giving me analytics for some reason. Hello, Luxigo. There we go. Analytics are showing up now. Kind of wish I could do like a chat stream overlay. Does anyone know how to do that in OBS? I don't know how to do that. And Therai says they've been chilling. That's good. But yeah, mostly just kind of a chiller, more chill stream today. I don't have a whole lot of a social battery in me right now. So, and it's been, like I said, it's been a hot minute since I've done a solo stream. So, like, might as well do a little bit of a fun solo stream, see how everyone's doing. Y'all wouldn't mind if I turned my fan on, right? It's actually getting kind of warm in my room. Kayola Fura says, "Ha! Finally caught a stream. Hell yeah!" I'm gonna turn on my fan, guys. Hold on. It's getting a little hot in my room. It's a little fun fact, right? I actually have like my computer up on my like wardrobe. It's a little up higher than. It's not like on my desk or on the floor, but it's up on my wardrobe. But that's where I have my computer, and it kind of blows a lot of hot air when I'm working. So I have an extra fan that blows on me. I can actually show a picture of that. It's been a while since I've just done like a chill stream with everybody. As you can see, we got Alloy's truck from the last stream. I'm actually really proud with how this truck came out. The model for this actually came out really solid. It actually came out better than the original one, so very, very happy on that part. There's still a few little minor details here and there that I have to go in and kind of adjust, but obviously you can kind of tell it's inspired by Transformers Prime Optimus, but with a little bit more of an Alloy-esque look to it. So that's kind of how I was going for that. And Therai says, "Damn, looks great, the truck. Thank you." I don't know how many people we're gonna get in today, since today is kind of a bit more of just like it's just me on my own. So I don't know if we're really gonna get anyone or any like major amount of people. But if you guys have any questions for me, I mean, like, I'm happy to answer. Oh, right, let me get the picture of my computer. So I'll get you guys a picture of like how my setup looks right now. One moment. Just snapped the photo. Ignore that. Where is my Discord server? There it is. Cool. Let us pull the photo, shall we? But yeah, if anyone knows how to like add something onto like how to add like the chat view to OBS, let me know. 'Cause yeah, I do not know how to do that. Admittedly, I do not know. I am not knowing. I know many things, except I don't know that. Alright. Got the picture. So that's kind of how my setup looks in terms of like my computer. So yes, before everyone comes at me, yes, I have a fish tank PC. It's a fish tank. It's a fish tank case. But I like my fish tank case. That's what matters to me. It's got a little got an RTX 3080 in there. Hell yeah. But yeah, that's where my computer's at. And then I have everything just connected to my monitor on the bottom. Abyssal Walkers 2 says, Zog, I was about to go to sleep. Well, too bad. You gotta watch the stream. Or you can sleep to the stream. Either one or the other. Also, FYI, I loved the Happy Pride Month short from Astra. I think it was from last year. Yeah, oh yeah, right. That post couldn't have been a lot more relevant. Yes, absolutely. Lila is peak. Lila is so peak. Nice poster. Hell yeah, I got the Alita 1 poster. And I actually have a little Shockwave, I have a little Shockwave mini poster that Shio got for me a while back for my birthday, I think it was. It was a while ago. I think it was like over a year ago. Areno 3915 says, are you doing all of your show animation by yourself? This is correct. This is a factual statement. I am in fact making a lot of all the animation by myself. That's why it takes such a long time, guys. So bear with me. Bear with me. That's why everything takes a long time, because I'm quite literally the only animator on this thing. But I still have fun. I still enjoy it. Also want to make sure I'm not too loud, am I? Hope not. I hope not. Nice. I'm also planning to build my own PC to gaming and start for good in Blender, because the PC I have is too old and can't even run well in Blender. Tip. If you want to get a pretty good Blender PC, get a pretty good graphics card. I oftentimes recommend getting like a graphics card off like eBay. Like for example, I think like 3080s are actually going for pretty cheap. I think like $400 for a 3080. Which, fun fact, when I actually bought my 3080, that was like in the middle of your it was like in the middle of like during the GPU shortage back when all that was going on. So I basically got hella screwed over when I got my graphics card, because I not only have to buy a graphics card, I had to also buy a power supply when I got my graphics card, and that ended up being a huge jump in my in how much it cost me overall to get my PC, to get my upgrade. So definitely did suck at the time, but it was definitely worth it in the end of the day, because it let me do a lot more crazy things like what I'm doing right now. So graphics cards, definitely wait till you can get them at a good price, but once you do, they are 100% worth it. Ooh, sounds awesome. What's your status with Volts? Is it lieutenant or captain? Astra is Volts' second in command. So she is the one who carries out orders with the army, with the regime army. However, they don't really have the best relationship in general. I think a lot of people describe Volts and Astra's relationship as like kind of Starscream and Megatron, and that is pretty accurate in terms of how they act. Because Volts don't take no bullshit. He doesn't take bullshit. So very much kind of in that fashion of how they act. Bear with you. Hell yeah, bear emojis. Chase Smith says, I recently stumbled upon your animation and I'm honestly impressed with your talent, especially the design of your characters. If you need more inspiration, check out Glitch Productions. I actually do watch Glitch's stuff. And honestly, it was actually one of my dreams to have like Project Nova picked up by Glitch. Only thing is, right now things are very spicy within the indie animation scene, so it's probably best if Project Nova kind of stays within its own little circle at the moment. But 100%, I do really want like some form of funding or some form of help on this for the show, which is why, like I always mention to everybody, like you see Project Nova, share it everywhere you can, like Reddit, Twitter, TikTok. Talk about it. That way people see it and people can help out. People can kind of support it. Well, hell yeah, thank you. I'm really glad that you guys like my stuff. I have been in animation for a hot minute. I will say that. Truck seems familiar. Yeah. I wonder what it might be inspired by. Before I sleep, I have 2 inquiries. First of all, what is Alloy's sexuality if he has one? And second of all, when more Alloy content? Forever my favorite. I can't remember what I said for Alloy. I think I said Alloy was straight. Yeah, Alloy is a straight boy. He is straight. He's a straight man. Or robot. As for Alloy content, I do definitely want to make more Alloy content, but I also want to avoid, like, showing too much of the pilot. I know I kind of already failed that, but that's kind of what I want to avoid. Keep an eye out on graphics card prices. Hell yeah. Keep an eye out on graphic card prices, guys. I know right now the everything's super volatile, especially with, like, the SSDs and memory, but keep an eye out. Also, don't be afraid to buy DDR4 and AM4 motherboards, aka older motherboards, AMD last generation. Those will help you a ton, especially if you're trying to save some sort of money. 100% try to buy an older generation motherboard, because at the very least, if it might be older, you'll at the very least have a computer that you can use. My computer is actually an AM4 motherboard. I had never bought AM5. And that's because I never needed the point. I have a 12-core processor. I don't need AM5. Hell yeah, I love that. Watch the hell out of Transformers Prime to experience that comedy. Oh, I love Transformers Prime. Love it. Transformers Prime is my favorite. I actually introduced Shio to that series, and let me say, he loved it too. Watch the hell out of Transformers. Yeah, he is straight. There was a post made last year on the character sexualities. Yes, and also you can find more information regarding the characters on the Project Nova Wikipedia. There's a wiki for Project Nova. Hey Lila, how you doing? Hi Pat Boy, how are you doing today? Lila is here. Welcome to VA of Astra. Hell yeah. Hey Shio, how you doing? Hello, my love. Nice art at the bottom left. Hell yeah. There were some art submissions from the previous stream. So if you guys want to make art for Project Nova, 100% do that, and I'll put that on the corner, like on the bottom section. I have a widescreen monitor, so I kind of have to have it like this. But 100%, if you guys make fan art for Project Nova, let me know, and I'll add it onto like a little line of fan art here. Glad to see you're doing well. Yeah, I caught up on comments. Woo! I can start with the current Alloy content if I can just make my own. Planning on drawing Liam, actually. Need to rewatch the pilot and steal pictures of him. I'll do that tomorrow, however. Good night. Have a good night, Abyss. Take it easy. Backrooms is a fire movie. I actually never watched the Backrooms. I'm gonna make a take here, and I think people are gonna get a little upset. I don't really care about the Backrooms. I'm gonna be honest. Never really interested me. Never really interested me. I don't really care much for the Backrooms. I'm not saying like the Backrooms is shit. I just don't care about it, in my personal opinion. Just don't care. I don't really care for many horror things, in all honesty. Like, horror for me, just nah. I think, like, the most horror I've ever played is literally Five Nights at Freddy's. And that was, like, for, like, a short while. I barely played Five Nights at Freddy's, which is ironic considering the content I used to make for Five Nights at Freddy's. So it's pretty funny. Pretty ironic. But yeah, Backrooms I don't really care for, in all honesty. So sorry guys. Sorry, I might have broken some people's hearts there. But hell yeah, have fun with the Backrooms movie. What is the bureaucracy like in like hiring VAs and general bureaucracy that is involved with running your own indie show? Well, a lot of things with like Project Nova, for example, is it's not really like a full-blown production. You know what I mean? Like the thing with Project Nova is a lot of it is volunteer work. So it's either like, hey, you know, like you want to be on this thing. This is a cool thing that we're doing. Do you want to be involved with it? And ultimately, like in the end of the day, if people want to be involved with it, they can. But right now, we're not really looking for people in terms of hiring, just because, especially in our stage, voice acting for Project Nova is currently complete. I'm planning to have like some friends help out with like some background voice acting, but that's pretty much it. So like, we're not really looking for people at the moment to continue to contribute, but there definitely can be more opportunities if the show gets picked up, for sure. Yes, you got. Lila says yes. Ooh, you guys want to draw Astra so bad. Hell yeah. Don't really care for horror in general, so I agree. Hi, Nightblaze. How you doing? I have a love-hate relationship with horror stuff. Mega Builder 3981 says, so now I know two really cool indie animators who like making robots. Knew about VenQ first, and now you making Project Nova. Neat. I love cool robot designs. Hell yeah. Hello. It's kind of okay. It's okay. I kind of the opposite about way with horror nerd who's never been into Minecraft or Nintendo, so you can cancel me too, I guess. Lol. Okay, that's kind of a lie. I like Star Fox, but that's it. Never played Star Fox. Planning to watch TADC to the weekend. Hell yeah. I know the movie just came out recently too. Or not the movie, but like the episode came out on theaters. I was planning to go see it, but then I was like, you know what? Like, I'll just wait the 2 weeks to watch it, because like it's like what 15 days until the movie comes out, until the episode comes out on YouTube. I'll be all right. I can avoid spoilers, even though the leaks came out not too long ago. Oof. Saw VenQ and loved it. Also, I love the you can't just parry a nuke. Ooh, hot take. Anyone recognize the title Titanfall 2? I actually tried playing Titanfall 2 not too long ago when I had the Xbox Game Pass, but they shut it. It wouldn't let me play for some reason. Like, it would just give me an error code every time I tried. So I wanted to play it, but I couldn't. Titanfall 2 speaks. Servers are functional but buggy. Yeah, that's about the fate of all old games at the moment. I remember I used to play the crap load out of Transformers Fall of Cybertron, and I actually have a copy of it on my computer, but sadly the servers are no worky. Actually really proud of how this truck came out. Obviously I still have to do like the interior here. So if I actually turn up my field of view here, I still have to do the interior for the truck, but I do like how it came out. It came out pretty solid, I would say. This actually gives me an opportunity to go in here and kind of fix the interior of the roof. Oh shit, hold on. There you go. But yeah, like, it's like I always say, guys, like, if you guys want to support Project Nova, the biggest thing that I've told people throughout this entire time of making it is go around, talk about it with everyone that you can. Post it on Twitter, post it on TikTok, post it on Reddit. Like, get the show out there, because believe me, that's like the biggest help that you can do for Project Nova as of right now. Is if you can't help with production, help by spreading the word of the show. Because if we can get the word out there about the show, if we can get people seeing this, who knows, we could even get like the attention of Glitch or some other producer that could help produce the show. So that's the biggest thing. Like, if you can't give money, if you can't help in the production, talk about the show. Talk about it on Twitter, talk about it on TikTok. That's the biggest thing that just we need help on right now, is just getting the show out there. Because, like, trust me, like, I will post like buttloads of, I think, like, the biggest example of like the algorithm right now for TikTok I made 2 amazing digital circus shorts, and those blew the hell up. I got like crap load of views on those digital circus shorts, but the moment that I posted anything Project Nova related, just tanked. I was like, are you serious? So that's like the thing that I just need help on, is just helping out, making sure. Just need help on getting the show out there and being talked about. And out of curiosity, anyone here heard of Viscera Cleanup Detail? I have not. Glowbox says, what's up, guys? KGT Studios says, just got in. What did I miss? Not a whole lot. It's just me today. Decided to do a bit of a solo stream, so... just a bit of a solo stream. I'm actually going to make chicken tenders later. Make some delicious chicken tenders later, so I'm excited for that. But 100% just chilling for the most part. Kind of debating something. I feel like something that we need to kind of help like connect more with you guys is a face cam. And I have a webcam. I actually do have a webcam somewhere here, but yeah, it's right here in the corner of my desk. But the back of my room is a bit of a mess. So I'd have to clean up my room a little bit first before I do a face cam. But yeah, I think that's the biggest thing we just need help on, is just getting the show like talked about. That's it. Getting the attention of Glitch would be huge. Oh, 100%. That'd be like the biggest help with the show. And it doesn't have to be Glitch. It just needs to be some producer that can help us like make the show. Take a shot every time someone mentions Glitch Productions in one of these streams, and your liver will spontaneously combust. Yeah, pretty much. As much as this would fit being a Glitch show, it would also bring in the bad Glitch fans. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing that I have to say with that. Is, because I know what you're talking about, right? Like, Twitter is one of the biggest places where, like, is absolutely horrid. Twitter is horrible, and I will be the one to tell you Twitter is horrible. But Twitter is not the whole world. You know what I mean? Twitter isn't the whole world in the end of the day, and so people can complain about anything on Twitter, but in the end of the day, Twitter is built around that kind of place with negativity. So even if Project Nova was to get picked up by Glitch, I would try to avoid like the Twitter negativity, because in the end of the day, Project Nova is something what I'm gonna make. Why am I gonna let a bunch of people on Twitter just shit on me for it? You know what I mean? Bro, I like your animation. Thank you. Heard the dev is making a second game. Ooh, interesting. Bro, I want to be an animator like you, but I'm still in school. I'm gonna give you guys a secret. I work full-time at Home Depot, and I go to college, university. I work at Home Depot, guys. Like, trust me, I get it. I get it. But something that I've learned is just you gotta find a way to make time. Welcome back, Kai Selena. Yeah, please don't spam questions again, pretty please. How long have you been in the 3D scene? Are you a generalist, or do you focus on something specific? Also, when did you start learning 3D in general? Because your animation is genuinely amazing. So fun fact, actually, I'm actually self-taught. Well, mostly self-taught when it comes to animation. I started off, oh damn, that's a long time ago. I started off around, I want to say 2015, I want to say. I started off because I had this old little HP laptop, and that's just kind of what I used at the time to be able to make my animations, was just this old HP laptop. It was this HP laptop, and at the time I was like, you know, wait, this is a laptop. And I literally went onto Google and searched how to make 3D animations. Or how to make Minecraft animations. Because I wanted to make Minecraft animations at the time because of like Black Plasma Studios and all that stuff. And I ran into a program called Minimator. Now, Minimator at the time was horrible. It was considered like the worst Minecraft animation software ever. And I was like, you know what? I want to use this because it was something that worked fine on the laptop at the time and I could use. So I used Minimator to make Minecraft animations. My first animation I ever created was an animation of Dan TDM grabbing a diamond and putting it next to your crafting table. That was my first ever animation on that laptop. And then I found a animator that some of you guys might know, maybe not, called Supa.exe. And recently, I actually have worked with Supa.exe on some collabs, and Supa.exe was actually on one of my collabs called Game Over. If you actually go onto my channel and look up the Game Over collab, Supa.exe was in that collab, as well as a bunch of other of my friends. But Supa.exe was like my main inspiration at the time. Because you see what this creator did in Minimator. Because at first, I actually didn't think that Supa.exe uses Minimator at the time. I thought he used like I thought she used like some sort of like other software like Maya or Blender. But no, like when I heard that Supa.exe made their animations in Minimator, I was like, holy shit, you can do this crap in Minimator? And that's what I did. I ended up making my stuff in Minimator, and I started going more into the Minecraft FNAF side of things. And over time, I just learned and learned more as I made Minecraft FNAF, and I got to the point where I was actually really comfortable with my stuff. Eventually, at some point, I was like, you know what? I think I'm ready to move away from Minimator and decided to go into Blender. But I still made Minecraft FNAF stuff, I just did it in Blender. And let me tell you, my early Blender work was rough. It was rough at the time. My early like Blender stuff was rough. And people in the community at the time were like, get off of Blender, leave Blender, go back to Minimator, just go back to it. But I was like, I want to learn this software. I want to learn what I can make with this. I've seen what people can do with Blender. I want to make stuff like this. And that's what I did. I stuck with Blender and I ended up building my skills into what I have now. Now, obviously, as I've gone into college and I've gone to university, I have learned a little bit of things here and there with animation, as well as animation principles and all that stuff. But like in the end of the day, a lot of the stuff that I would not be where I am if I didn't find Supa.exe. Like Supa.exe was my biggest inspiration at the time. And that's where I learned so much of my stuff. And just learning and growing from making Minecraft FNAF animations, which is funny. You know what I mean? But it's also crazy how you can get from one place to another like that. So yeah, you can blame Supa.exe for my existence. And then so basically in terms of animation, I know basically almost everything on it. I know rigging, I know modeling, I know animation, I know lighting, rendering, compositing, color grading, set design, concept art, music, sound effects. I know all of it. Like, I'm a generalist on everything of it. I'm a jack of all trades, but master of none. So I know all of it. And that's kind of what I use in the end of the day to be able to work on Project Nova and make what I do. I'm trying to figure out what the interior of this truck is going to look like. But I guess I can figure that out as I'm... Did I turn something on? Oh. Okay, there we go. But yeah, that's kind of how I've gotten to where I am now. Don't spam questions times. Megabuilder3981. Hello, I'm from Indonesia. I love your animations. Thank you. For working full-time at Home Depot, everything you've done here is quite incredible, really. Thank you. Fun fact, actually, on that note, I don't just work at Home Depot. I actually work at Home Depot as a supervisor. So, a little fun fact about me there. I work at Home Depot as an actual supervisor. So like I supervise associates, you know, do all that stuff. That's what I do when I'm at work. I supervise. I make reports. I do things like that. That's what I do on a daily basis. Why is it called Home Depot if it isn't a home? True. I love Black Plasma Studios. Their animation was amazing for their content, for the Minecraft content. True. Does anyone know if what's it called? Does anyone know if Black Plasma Studios is actually still active? I haven't checked on them in a long time. It is a home for him. He's their hostage. Pretty much. Just like how is ours, right? I have to thank the YouTube algorithm for giving me the short Project Nova Awakenings a year ago. Hell yeah. Which is ironic, considering the Awakening short isn't really canon anymore. W algorithm, need my FYP to take notes and stop recommending me brain knot shorts, because that's not very tongue so cool. I made a joke with one of my friends on a Discord server because they were watching Epic the Musical, and I literally was like, but when does a man become a tung sahur? And they fucking, like, they were not very thrilled. that was cringe. Lord. Well, it's a depot where you get your stuff from your home. Yes. How are you doing, Mr. Animator? I'm alright. I'm a little hungry, but I'm gonna make chicken tenders later, so that's okay. You're basically your own studio. That is dope. Yeah, pretty much. I do. What the oh, it was just my one of my picture frames fell. I was like, did my computer just break? We're good. Are you nice to the workers at work? Just curious. I do my best. I don't know who those are. Yeah. Search up Supa.exe. Trust me. There's some pretty cool animations in there. Don't know who those are. Brian is nice to everyone. I try. Question, what does TME stand for? That is classified. You will never know. Unless Brandon joins one of these streams. If Brandon joins, then he's gonna shout it to the ends of the earth. That's what Brandon does best. Black Plasma Studios is indeed still active. Oh, that's awesome. Nice. I remember being so amazed when Awakening came out. I'm gonna be honest with you. I look back on Awakenings and I'm like, the lighting in this could be so much better. I will say the animation is still pretty good in that one. Have you ever watched Cyberpunk Endrunners? No. Note to self, ask Brandon what TME stands for. No. Silver Shard says, I recall seeing some of your Minecraft animations a few years ago, and that was before I had a YouTube account. They amazed me back then. Nice to see where you are now. Question, what does TME stand for? You will never know. Never. You will never know. BPS is still active, but they've rebranded to Squared Media. Oh, I kind of feel like Black Plasma Studios would have been a better name, but I mean, I guess fair enough. Holy moly. I got 16 viewers today. This is awesome. It's so cool. It's so cool, guys. You know what I've been playing a lot as of recently? I've been playing a lot of Forza Horizon 6. So one of my friends on Discord actually gifted me Forza Horizon 6 a while back, and I've just been playing the crap out of that. I've been enjoying it. Forza Horizon 6, very fun game. I have been enjoying it. A lot of people say it's very buggy. I like the bugginess of it. I like seeing cars go flying out of nowhere. Everyone always takes games so seriously with the bugs, and I'm like, they're funny. Let's move this back. Oh no. Extrude manifold. Hey, there we go. Oh, shoot. Didn't break my topology. Nice. Extrude manifold. Screwed manifold. What is it freaking out over? Okay. Anyways, there we go. Let's just make this even. There we go. The me is 100% Minecraft or motion entertainment. Just can't prove it. Has anyone here seen the latest episode of Metal Card Bot W? No. I've seen clips of Metal Card Bot, but I've never actually watched the full series. But I've seen clips of him. If it wasn't obvious, looking at Commander Alloy. Everyone should tag Glitch and go, Glitch, look at Project Nova. Everybody, go! Anyone remember Burnout Paradise or Burnout Revenge? No. Can you please give a clue on what TME stands for? No. What's that? It's Alloy's truck. Oh lord, I'm not feeling very tung 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 sahur right now. Alloy has a truck of himself? No, it's just his truck. It's not himself as a truck. It's just his truck. He has a truck. This is his truck that he owns and drives. Hey! Mr. Brockman has woken up. Hello, Brock. Brocky boy. Guys, everyone make fun of Brock. He's stinky. Everyone got brocked. Everyone's brocked. I'm trying to figure out a design thing right now for this. I want to put like rockets somewhere here, but I don't know where to fit them. Maybe up here on the top. Like the rockets would essentially be like out on the side and blasting out, which would give the truck a boost of speed. But I'm trying to figure out where they could go. I don't think they're gonna fit anywhere. Damn. So I have a question for you guys. Do you guys know? I'm gonna ask you this. Do you guys know about the and one agenda? The and one agenda. If you do the little arm motion with the truckus item, probably not, because Commander Alloy is about like Commander Alloy is all about stealth, so I don't think he would do that. Stinky Clanker, darn, we all got brocked. Hiya guys, FYI, and probably because of time zone difference, I would always get excited to see you stream, but every time I was in school, lol, so every time I saw the notification, but it ended before I saw it. If you saw my typo, no you didn't. On the bed of the truck, perhaps. Okay, so no one knows the and one agenda. Alright guys, I'm gonna get copyrighted to hell for this, but I'm about to play an and one song for y'all. So, and one is a band. Shio actually introduced me to this band. They are a very good band, let me tell you. No, they aren't Transformers. Transformers, they can't transform, nor does it take place as a return on. Brain makes some references for it for fun. Hey, Lila knows and one! Yes! Alright, I'm about to play a song for y'all. There we go. This is Playing Dead. This one may or may not sound familiar to you guys as it plays. So, but this was the first and one song that Shio like introduced me to. So y'all get to listen to it. And it may or may not sound familiar. Prepare to get copyrighted. Yeah, I'm gonna get copyrighted hard. You know what? It's okay. It's for the and one. It's for the and one experience. Try this. Sounds like a Chinese song. That's how it starts off. It starts off with the flute, and then it just completely does a 180 and goes into bass. But then it mixes in the flute. Hey, someone got it! Someone got it! KGT got it. Yes, it does. So Voltz's theme actually references this song. So if we go to Voltz's theme real quick. Abound. Right here. I'm happy someone got it. I'm happy someone got it. That makes me happy. Here are the similarities. The bass caught me off guard.
Shivering hands between her thighs, surrounded by.
Have you heard of KFMGM or Misconstruction? No, I haven't. You're working on Project Nova, I don't know, like almost 10 years or 3 years?
Right next to her.
Shio, show him now.
This supposed to be the night, but something seems to bother her inside. She feels no pain at all.
It's so peak. Yep, people hear the similarity. And one is Sophie. Alright, let's see about this glass here. I'm trying to figure this out. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this a transmission. It should help it get see-through. If I turn down the roughness and turn off metallic, then it should let you see through the glass. No. Okay, hold on. Might be because of the color. Disconnect. Okay. So let's try that. Okay, I can see inside the truck, but now it's got no reflections.
Naked legs around his hips, surrounded by some bottles of champagne.
Yeah, people hear the similarities now. Hell yeah.
Thirsty
Okay, so the
bodies
reflections are just gone.
looking
Unless I
for
do
a
1.1.
taxi in the rain.
No, I don't want to do that.
She
5.
feels no
Hold on, I got this. I got this, guys. Hold on, give me a minute. So I'll set that to 1. Set up the code. There we go. Turn up the roughness to like 0.1. Bevel. There we go. Now, the only thing is, for some reason, the lights. There we go. Okay. So yeah. Will Nova have power-ups and fly, or just power-ups when she has a full battery? Cannot say. Oh shoot, the whole like everything just loaded up. Okay. Music is kind of loud. Can you turn it a little bit, like a 20 speaker music? Oh, okay. My apologies. Question, is this truck more than meets the eye? How dare you? Hang on, looking it up. What's the name of this song again? Playing Dead. Alloy called me a poopy head. Cancel him. These glitch production websites. Alloy and Astro are beefing. Absolute Alloynema. Will Nova have a power-up? Can't say. By the way, I have an idea of fan cast of voice actors. Volts never wanted to transform into a monster. What will this story be about? Pain, self-discovery, injustice, or something like a fairy tale? Self-discovery for sure. I think that's the biggest thing that like Project Nova is going to be about, is like just kind of self-discovery. So, like for example, with Nova, she's going to find out like things about her past, and she's not going to really know how to take it. And she's also forced into a role that she has no memory of. So take that for as you will. But yeah, 100% self-discovery is one of them. Self-discovery is one of them. This is my favorite track I've ever made, but I realized I might actually not be able to include it in I love this track, but I realize I might not be able to include it in the show, which kind of sucks. The Close to Me remix. Because I realized then there might be some licensing issues with Saber Pulse in terms of copyright stuff, and I don't want to have issues with Saber Pulse. and I don't have contact with Saber Pulse. So we'll at least have this little track that's fun.
We'll take our stands, hear them to shreds, and give them a taste of the times we spend fearing and dread. No matter where we go, the final curtain call arrives. Now let's give them a show. When they throw the first punch, that's when we show them who we are. We'll take our stands, tear them to shreds, and give them a taste of the times we spend fearing and dread. No matter where we go, the final curtain call arrives. Now let's
actually need to look at a truck dash. I don't know what the inside of a truck looks like. Truck dash. Alright, I got something of a reference here. No way.
We'll take our stand, tear them to shreds, and give them a taste of the times we spent fearing and dread. No matter where we go, the final curtain call arrives. Now let's give them a
Just got in from TME stream. If you know, you know. Nice. There's officially Project Nova stuff in and one. Please turn the music off. Can't hear you. Is it that loud? Really? Oh shoot! It is. There we go. Loaf to beef, loaf to beef. Lobster meat. I remember when Close to Me was about fighting a sad cube. Yep. Guys, please don't ask questions about future lore. We can't tell you anything that will happen. It would spoil the show, and that's bad. Brian works very hard on this project. Please be respectful. Yes. As much as I would love to answer questions about lore, unfortunately, that's like the biggest thing I can't answer on for future questions. Obviously, silly questions I can answer, but anything that's like possible lore stuff, that's where it gets a little complicated. So sorry, guys. Lila makes a good point. Oh god, I have to design a steering wheel. I have to design a steering wheel. Oh no. Oh no. I've never done a steering wheel before. This is going to be interesting. Who's the most complicated character to model, I imagine, is what they mean. Liam. Liam's actually... We actually had this question last stream. We had this one come up. Liam is actually the most complicated model in Project Nova so far. He has the most complicated topology. Liam Lemons. Guys, I hear noises coming out of my closet. What do I do? Let me out of the closet. Let me out of the closet. Unfortunately, Lila, you are to stay inside the closet for the rest of your life. Sorry. You're not allowed to leave. It's just how it is now. You stay in the closet. All right, let's try to make this work here. I'm kind of struggling a little bit on this part, but oh, there you go. I think I got it. I don't even know exactly what I'm trying to make here. Let's see. So we have the center. We have like in trucks. There's the center console, which will be right here. Stay in the box. No! Stay in the box. No! Get out of my skin! Make a hologram steering wheel. Let's see here. That should work. Something like that. Yeah, that can probably work. And then we can extrude manifold. And kind of just bevel that. Let's see. Bro is having a standoff with the roach. Boss, congratulate me on my birthday. It's July 12th. Okay, no, Lamau. Worst part? That's my bedroom. I have to go sleep soon. Syphilis Prime says, "This prison!" Fine, you can come out of the box now. I remember we say with Danny DeVito, become to voice to boxdom. Yeah. Happy birthday, JP1. Happy early birthday. Alright. Let's flatten that and flatten that. There we go. Oh, I realize what I might have to do now for this. So I can do that, shrink it, and then bring it inside. There we go. That's kind of closer to what I wanted to do. Kind of. Hold on. I'm gonna bring this down and shrink this. There we go. I'm trying to make a spot for the wheel to sit in. And do that. There we are. And then we can kind of do that. Something like that. How big is a truck next to a normal, boring human? Brian, someone said that they were making a fan cast. How do we feel? I mean, everyone can have fun with what they want to do. I don't mind people making headcanons to characters' voices. Just keep in mind, in the end of the day, that the characters do have a canon voice. That's all. Be respectful to the voice actors. That's the biggest thing. be respectful to the voice actors and understand that the voice actors are the official people to play the characters, but there's also nothing wrong with having a little bit of fun. Exactly, as long as people are nice, creativity is cool. Will the truck be alive in car mode? No. What's up, EMB? How you doing? Not doing a whole lot today, just kind of a chill stream. I'm gonna grab that and gonna grab all that and extrude. And let's try to, let's bring this up. This is going to be a pretty cool looking truck model. Chat, we do be hungry right now. Will the truck be alive? No. Killed the roach. Nice. Personally, don't really have any voice headcanons for Project Nova. I only headcanon voices for characters that were never given a chance to speak a single line. Yeah, fair enough. Well, I'm off to bed now, y'all. Nice truck, by the way. Yeah, have a good one, Luxigo. Luxigu. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I apologize. Have a good bit. Have a good EP time. Just wondering, in the current state of the videos that you're at right now, what is your current favorite, or like the most? I think right now my favorite is definitely the chat with Volts one. That's honestly my favorite as of right now. I feel like Liam will no longer be the hardest to model since Xanthi will have fur. Yeah, but Xanthi is going to be stylized fur, but 100% she's Xanthi, they're probably going to be the most complicated model. Within the Novaverse, or whatever it may be called. Yeah, Chat with Volts is probably my favorite short as of right now. Alright. Let's see how I can make this a... Got it. I know how to do it now. So this will go up higher, this will go higher, and this will go up to the end. Cool. So this will go back more, this will go back more, and then this will have an actual like screen. And we'll put up a bunch of diodes on here, or dials. Super easy way to make a dial. A little something like that. And if we want to get fancy with it, we could. If we want to do something like this. Wish my partner the best of luck. Yeah. Sorry, tend to make characters over design due detail. Yippee. Gotta say, lighting for that one was amazing. Can't wait to show more of what I have to offer. Yeah, I'm really excited for people to see his Anthe for sure. Grab these and bring them in like that. Then we'll round these sections off. There we go. We got buttons. So see, a lot of stuff with modeling is literally just like finding a way to make it like super easy. Also curious, what was the Megatron/Starscream relationship reference intentional with Volts or Astra? Or was it a community comparison? Yes, it's pretty intentional. Megatron and Starscream are pretty much like the main inspiration behind Volts and Astra. So Alloy has a tuck. Did I miss anything? I was busy casting actors. No, nothing too important. It's just me today. So nothing too crazy. Let's go with like a darker gray here for the inside. There you go. Actually, I should probably fit a character in here and see how they fit. Let's bring in Alloy. We'll link him in as a link as an instance. So this is Alloy next to his truck. Now to see how he fits inside said truck. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, there is room here. Okay, perfect. So I did make this a pretty good scale. There is room in here. Not a whole lot of room. It might help make the truck a little bit wider. So I'm going to do that really quick. Just make it a little wider. Oh, I might not be able to do it because of all this stuff. We'll see. I'm sure it'll... Sure, it'll be fine. There we go. Don't even notice that it's stretched. You actually can't even tell. That's actually great. And the truck gets to be a little bit wider. I don't know. Is it obvious that I stretched it? I don't think it's that obvious. It looks fine. It gives him a bigger truck. Only the best for Alloy. I might try to get around modeling Alloy's gauntlets here too. Yeah, there we go. That works. The only thing that I might have to fix is anything that's like a circle. So like these dials. That's the only thing I'm going to have to go in and fix. There we go. Oh, right. Same with the truck smokestacks. There we go. Truck smokestacks, these circular things. This. This circular thing. There we go. I think those were the main things that needed to be fixed. Oh, and these two. There we go. I think that's it. I think that was all of it in terms of just like stuff that I would have to fix. I'm actually really happy with how this truck came out. It actually came out really great. All right. So let's see. I'm trying to see what else I can add on here. I guess we could add like a little like DVD player almost. Here, let's bring the dash on its own. Kind of like a little, kind of like cassette thing. This is what goes into my models a lot of the times. It's just like going through everything, seeing all the details, seeing what could I add, what don't I add in. Fun fact, actually, a while back, I had made a Minecraft animation for celebrating my anniversary with Shio. And that one had me modeling a car too. I don't have the model anymore, sadly, because I lost a lot of stuff, but that one I modeled a car as well when I made the short with Shio. And fun fact, the car in that short was the car that me and Shio drove when I first visited them. So that was fun. I missed that. I missed that car. If I was to get a new car, that would probably be the model I'd want to go with. some other different dials over here. One there and one here. There we go. Hey, Whipwalk, you're all good. We're just mostly chilling today. Nothing major today. Just chilling. Might maybe play some Forza Horizon 2. So I want to show off some stuff in Forza Horizon 6. So maybe we'll see. Alright. What do we got next here? Vents. Ooh, vents. For air conditioning. Ooh. I guess they don't get air conditioning. They can die in the in the Circuit City heat. No, I'm just kidding. I'll make some air conditioning for them somehow. Here. We'll bring that in. Bevel it. And then plane. There you go. That last one doesn't need to be there. It's like all these little details that aren't really going to be seen all that much in the show. But I still want to add them in just because like they're fun. You know? They're fun. And I also want to push myself, see how far I can go in terms of modeling a car or a truck. Oh crap. Hold on. By the way, who here has seen Arcane? I'm curious. Who's here has seen Arcane? I know Shio's seen Arcane. I saw Arcane with Shio. But who else here has seen Arcane? Want to know. Alright, there we go. That's done. Honestly, not a bad little dash. I'm actually kind of proud of this. This is keep in mind, guys, this is my first time modeling like the inside of a car. Like an actual inside of a car. So I'm actually really proud of this. Fun fact, one of my commissions, one of the people I was going to work with actually wanted me to like try to do some models of cars. But I was not very confident in my work with cars at the time. But honestly, I'm starting to come around to it. Saw it, never got part of it. Saw part of it, never got far. Got to finish it. Hell yeah. Eh, they're robots. They'll be fine. True. This is true. Alright. I can avoid it no longer. I must begin designing the wheel. So I think for the wheel, what I'm going to do... I'm going to grab a plane. No. I'm going to grab a circle. So for the wheel, I'm gonna kind of experiment here a little bit. So I'm looking at like some inspirations for wheel designs. Like truck wheel. I'm looking at some inspirations for like wheel designs. So I think I know what I'm gonna go with in terms of the steering wheel. So I'm gonna So let's bring this out. Let's bring in a cube. So the cube will be kind of our centerpiece for the wheel. This will be what like connects all the centerpieces, and then this will also be kind of like that. So then this will go out, kind of come in like that. And then these can connect. And these can connect. So I can give us some clean topology, because these are now quads. Cool. So then I could bring these back down and then bevel them. Something like that. And then as for this part, we'll bring it up like that, and then extrude along the normals. Okay, I made that a little too thick. Something like that. By the way, if you guys make fan art for Project Nova and you post it on Twitter, don't forget to tag me, by the way. Because I want to see all the awesome art. Okay. Hold on, that doesn't work all that well. So bridge faces and bridge faces, and then bridge faces, and bridge faces. That about looks like a steering wheel, right? Yeah. Doesn't look too bad. Nap well, Lila. Take it easy. Kind of stuck here a little bit, admittedly. Ah, got it. Okay. All right, I think I kind of figured it out. it's clipping. It's like pinching. Okay, so these sides are gonna have to go all the way. These sides, I'm gonna try to do them without. Okay. I have an idea. Subdivision surface. There we go. There we go. Okay, we got something. We're going somewhere here. So we'll bring those in. Bring these in. We get to kind of give this like a bit more of an edge. Oh no, I did it backwards. Hold on. This is supposed to go like that. Hello, my skibbity sigmas. Visited? Boy. Love your shows and your artwork, and you are the best in the world. Your biggest #1 fan from Alberta, Canada, Edmonton City. Hell yeah. Okay, well, I'll be leaving. It was fun. It was nice to finally get a chance to meet you. I love your work and love all of what you have done. I can't wait to see what you bring in next. I'm off now. Bye. Take it easy. Wonder if I can create a spin-off web series of Project Nova or just web series called Galaxus. I mean, I wouldn't mind. Let's see here. People must tag Glitch Productions. We must get them on board. Absolutely. I 100% agree. try to like increase the size of these here. Hopefully it doesn't go out terribly. Okay, that actually worked out. Let's see here. It's not a bad little steering wheel, huh? Actually looks pretty good. Alright, now let's see how these are supposed to be connected. Got it. Okay. So we'll give it a nice shaft here. Hello everybody, my name is Multipliers. Let's make a wheel empty. And let's make a little wheel cover like this. Wheel main and wheel rotation. There we go. Alrighty. Just gotta thicken that up a little bit. Nice. Alrighty. I think that's where I'm gonna end the stream for today, guys. Looks like everyone's pretty much seems like everyone's pretty much gone on their way home. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here for tonight. Some final words I have for you guys is everyone take care of yourselves out there. And also, biggest thing, like I said, to ask is just talk about the project, take it out, you know, talk about it on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, whatever you want to do, right? That's going to be the biggest thing that's going to help in the end of the day, is just helping us out with getting, you know, the project out there and getting it on people's eyes and radars. That's going to be the biggest thing in the end of the day. So, but with that, I'll leave you guys for the day. Had a lot of fun here today. No, I know it wasn't as like as super, you know, exciting stream as it would be with all the voice actors, but I do want to start streaming more often. I miss being here, and also since I have a proper microphone, I want to stream more. But I think what I'm going to start doing is like just kind of scheduling my streams out, more specifically like on my days off from work. So like one day, one stream, it'll be, you know, with the cast, then the other stream will be by myself, and then stream with the cast, and then stream by myself, so on and so forth. So the next stream will be with the cast. I'll also update everyone else on that too. But I do appreciate everyone who stuck around today, and everyone who's helped out. And again, like I said, go out and talk about Project Nova. Talk about it on Twitter. Talk about it on YouTube. Talk about it on TikTok. Bring it out into people's like view. You know what I mean? And in the end of the day, hopefully at some point we'll be able to get picked up by somebody. But with that, I'll go ahead and leave you guys be. You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. And take it easy, guys. Have a good one. Bye.